Here at the friendly confines, Wrigley Field. MLB The Show has action out of the NL Central. It's the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. All right, just about set to go. And on the mound today, Chris Flexen. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of, tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Brendan Donovan leading things off and takes a strike. The line to kick the pitch. On the ground to third. In time to Bush. One out in the top of the first. Now we take a check of the St. Louis Cardinals lineup. This has been a good, productive lineup so far this year, currently ranking among the better teams in terms of total hits and runs per game.
Well, this lineup sees it as very important to put the ball in play, Boog. I mean, this is an age where strikeouts are up so high and guys are swinging and missing, going for the fences. But if you can increase that contact rate, you can be a dangerous club. You get more guys on base, and then all of a sudden, when that big swing comes through, you're plating more runs. So we'll see if this pitcher can get some soft contact, let the defense work behind it.
One out, base is empty. Next offering is fouled back. Struck him out swinging. Pulled the string on the changeup.
I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable pitch right over the heart of the plate. And I know that batter is kicking himself right now. Would like to get that pitch again. Just pulled the string on it, and the deception gets him the K.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. There's a strike.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
Two out, space is empty. Strike two.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good.
Two down, nobody on. Stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. St. Louis goes down in order. Redbirds down quietly, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And we're back. And on the mound now, Matthew Liberatore. What should we keep an eye on here?
And a guy like this is going to keep you in the ball game. He's going to go out there, compete. Not going to see a whole lot of flair and flash, but he's going to hand it over to the bullpen at some point. And if you've been able to score a few runs, you'll be in it late. So we'll see if he's able to do that for his club in this one.
We go to the bottom of the first. Now, Ian Happ. The Cubbies would love to get a win in this one to boost their postseason hopes. And that drops in for a strike.
Yeah, and the clubhouse mood swings a little more with each game down the stretch, Boog. Win this one, and they'll be feeling pretty good. Lose it, and maybe some anxiety starts to set in.
a swing and a miss. And there's one down.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch, tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Seiya Suzuki stands in now and watches strike one. Two outs. And a seed into center. That's a base hit.
Everything came together for him. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. And that's in there for strike one. In the air, left field. Nootbaar on the move. And makes the grab. And that will end the inning. One left for the Cubs. Score. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Second inning set to go. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Alec Burleson. Burleson measures 6 feet 2 inches, 26 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2020. Flexen back to work. And there's the strike.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that. Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And ball one. Another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Here's the rookie third baseman, Thomas Sajazi. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
No ball, 1 strike.
And that's in for a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
That one close, ruled a ball. Going to count 1-2.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
No score here in the second. On the ground.
Foul
and
ball.
foul ball. One down, base is empty. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a ball popped up. Corner. 2 down.
Batting six, the left fielder, Lars.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1.
Strike.
And that one is inside.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Two down, nobody on. That one ripped. Way back there. That's not coming back. And that gives them a lead. It's 1-0.
Well, he did a really nice job of letting that ball travel. Wasn't too quick. He kept the shoulder square to home plate, which allows you to drive the ball to the opposite field with power. We see the power and the authority, and fortunately, he was lucky enough to keep it fair.
Here's Nolan Gorman. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and it's through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And here's the catcher, Pedro Pajes. First offering, and it just misses.
1-0.
Next offering is fouled back. Gorman leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And that one fouled off. Two outs. That one ripped right center field. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Across is the runner from first. It's 2-0.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
So up next, Victor Scott. A little bit low. Ball 1. That one to first. Takes it himself. Out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Cardinals 2, and the Cubs nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. Swanson digs in. Way high there, and that's ball 1. That clips a corner.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1-2.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. This one smoked. Could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly. Fastball for a strike. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Bottom half of inning number 2. That's a hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. He's safe, and they trail by 1.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. We'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the
next to hit.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Right through there for a strike. Strike 2.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Nico Horner will come up to hit. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. That one finds the zone. 0-1. And misses inside.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Next offering is in for a strike. That one down the line, and that's just foul. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Here's the third baseman, Matt Shaw. Grounds one to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
The left fielder, number 8, Ian.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Ian Happ. That clips the zone. That's strike one. Kelly at second. Shaw on at first with 2 down. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Swung on, belted. That one's back there. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. His 13th home run of the season. It's 4-2. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
So 2 down. So here's Kyle Tucker now. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Tap foul at the plate. Swing and a ground ball to Jay-Z. Tosses to first. You're out. And they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now 4-2. You're dialed into the show. Here at Wrigley Field at the plate, Brendan Donovan. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Late with the swing there.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at-bat.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Here's a 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Gets a piece and stays alive. Two now. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. Lays out and makes the play. This dive wasn't the result of a bad route, Singy. The only reason he made the play is because his route was so good.
No doubt, Boog. StatCast tells the same story. I mean, he got to his spot as quickly as you can possibly get there, and he had to in order to have a chance at that diving play. Just special.
Now up for St. Louis, Mason Wynn. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Ball one low. Flexen winds and deals. And now 2-1. He swings and fouls one off. In the air, right field. Suzuki under it. Brings it in. 2 away.
Up next for the Cardinals, the first baseman.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. Swinging a foul straight back. Two down, nobody on. And there's a foul ball. Liner picked on the hop at first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Cubs 4 and the Cardinals 2. Back here at the friendly confines as we go to the last of the third. Now it's going to be Seiya Suzuki. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His third inning, so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one. Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Next offering is downstairs.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
Full count.
Goes down looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Ground ball up the middle, and it's through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
The batter, number 7.
And now it's Dansby Swanson. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. That one misses. 1-0. Crow Armstrong, the base runner at first with 1 out. There's a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
That one is absolutely belted. Throw home, not in time. The run scores. And they're up by 3.
Back-to-back base hits. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Carson Kelly getting ready to hit. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. That's out to center field. That's a hit. Coming home. The throw in. Safe at the plate. It's 6-2. Man at first, Michael Bush, the next Cub to hit. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. There's a swing and a drive. This one could be trouble. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. Safe. It's 7-2.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here comes the manager out of the Cardinals dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Matthew Liberatore gives way, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Sonny Gray into the game.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
1 out, runner at second. Here's Nico Horner. He's 0 for 1. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. That's towards center. Scott under this one. And there's 2 away. So a man aboard. And up next for Chicago, Matt Shaw singled and scored his first time. Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
No balls. One strike.
Man at second. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. On to inning number 4. It's the Cubs 7 and the Cardinals 2. Back here at Wrigley Field, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Alec Burleson. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Right through there for a strike. Up the middle. Handles, throws the first. And a quick out, number 1.
Up next for the Cardinals, the third baseman,
Thomas Sajazi now at the plate. Flied out his first time. That to right. Tracks it down for the out. And there's 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Nootbaar at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Next offering is in for a strike. Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. And down in order go the Cardinals. They're down 5. It's 7-2. And we're back. Ian Happ up to hit. Cubs made Ian Happ a first-round pick in 2015. He played at the University of Cincinnati as an infielder. Played a little bit of outfield, but a guy in 2022. What a year, Chris. Both an all-star and a Gold Glover.
Yeah, and wins that Gold Glove as a left fielder, and it's a guy that was a pretty good center fielder as well. But one of the things for him is just being able to be in the same spot every day. I think it increases the comfort level and allows that athletic ability to really shine.
And that's off the inside edge. 2-1. Hit in the air, center field. 1 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Here's Kyle Tucker. Both 2 in this one.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Next offering misses down and away.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that, and good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
One down, base is empty. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. That'll fire up the dugout. His 18th home run of the season, and they add to the lead. It's 8-2.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
And now the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki, 1 for 2. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Nootbaar going back, grabs it right up against the wall.
Man, I'm telling you, you better have your life insurance policy right. When you challenge the Ivy, there's brick behind that. It's not forgiving at all, but he seemed to be concerned about one thing, and that's making that catch. Nice job.
Crow Armstrong in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Next offering upstairs.
1-1.
Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Clobber to right field, way back, gone. It's their 2nd home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. It's 9-2.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Dansby Swanson is going to get a chance to hit. First pitch misses.
1 ball, no strike.
Two outs. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Burleson sizes this one up, and that's the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working, and it's now a 9-2 ball game. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Nolan Gorman.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Swing and a miss as he was late. Gorman, 24 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2018. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Happ makes the grab, and there's one down.
Now back, the catcher,
Pedro Pajes next up for the Cardinals. Doubled his first time up. Fastball for a strike. The Cardinals with a lot of ground to make up, and we're at the top of the fifth. Pitch misses, and it's a ball and a strike. And that one is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The wide, the kick, and the 1-2. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And he makes the catch. And there's 2 away.
The center fielder, number 11, Victor Scott.
2 down, bases empty. Victor Scott digs in now. This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball. And first offering is fouled off. Yeah, that's fouled off. Next offering is down low.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. That's to third. Shaw fires over to first, and that is that. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. They're down 7. It's 9-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the catcher, Carson Kelly.
Well, no better night than Sunday night when everyone is watching. You break out, you just let them know that you haven't gone anywhere.
Gray back to work, and there's a strike.
Now pitching.
Andre Palante is forced to the mound after the injury. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And that drops in for a strike. Movement in the bullpen. A right-hander appears to be getting loose. That's inside.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, first baseman, Michael.
And next for the Cubs, Michael Busch. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
The second baseman,
So here's Horner now.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
That's in there. Strike one.
0-1.
Kelly at first, one gone.
Absolutely frozen on that heater right down the middle, and that's a pitch you're just not getting back. Now he's in a tough spot, especially after falling behind on a good first pitch.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him. Out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Shaw in the box now. No balls and a strike. This one popped up. Gorman nabs it, and that's the third out. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. 5 innings complete. It's the Cubs 9 and the Cardinals 2. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Shota Imanaga.
Left-handed batter at the plate, and he's been excellent in those matchups this year, so this seems like a calculated move.
So the batting order turns over. So now here's the Cardinals designated hitter, Brendan Donovan.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
And he pumps it a strike.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Foul ball there. Swing and a drive deep right field. Suzuki running hard for it. Can't get there. This one lands foul.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Another 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That
Ball
one
two.
missed.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Here's a 2-2. Good eye in that spot.
Full count.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Ground ball right side. Horner over to first. Out. Now one gone in the top of the 6th.
Now batting, shortstop Mason Wynn.
Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. The Cubs up big in this one, and we're the top half of the 6th. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 2 gone now. 2 outs, base is empty. And up next for St. Louis, Wilson Contreras. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. Next offering upstairs. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So they go quietly there. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Cubs 9 and the Cardinals 2. Here at Wrigley Field, leading off, Ian Happ. That's in there, and that's strike one. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. Phil Maton appears to be getting loose. King warming up as well. There's a strike, 95 of that one.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Nice grab on the run. And there's one down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Kyle.
Here's a big power threat, Kyle Tucker. He's already homered here in this one. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 10-2. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
Well, Singy, you know I'm a member of the Nerd Herd, and these are the moments I really appreciate StatCast the most. We need to know how far that one flew.
Well, I'll tell you, over 500 feet, Boog, and that's just insane. And I know we're seeing more and more power in today's game, but we just almost never see someone hit it that far. It's crazy, and it's just an unforgettable swing of the bat.
Suzuki, batting with one down, takes a strike. That one ripped. And that gets down into the gap. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Man at second with one away. So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Pete Crow Armstrong. A little bit high, and that's ball one. Suzuki, the runner at second with one away. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one's deep and gone. He'll circle the bases. He's done it again. His second homer of the game, and they add a couple more. It's 12-2. That's their fifth homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Here comes the manager out of the Cardinals dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Andre Palante is done, and as he heads off, he'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Number 49 gets the ball now. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. And here comes Dansby Swanson. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. One down, base is empty. This one smoked on its way out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers.
It is tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Carson Kelly, 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Hit weakly on the ground. And foul ball. And the 0-1. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Sajazi on the move. Corrals it. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Michael.
2 down, base is empty. And now the first baseman, Michael Busch. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Oh, wow. Nice play. Fires to first. Now he launches a throw over his head. And it's going to wind up out of play.
Well, an error like that, you look at the scoreboard and you kind of wonder if they are losing focus out there. And look, it can be tough to stay locked in when you're getting blown out. We've all been there. And I'm not saying that's definitely what happened on this play, but it's not a great look.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. And now here is Nico Horner. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a foul out of play. Runner at second, 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Squirts away a little bit. Tag, safe. He's into third on the wild pitch.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
Got him swinging. But they go deep 3 times in the inning and score 4. We're through 6 full. The Cubs lead this one 13-2. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the wave of star players in MLB or the wave around this ballpark?
The wave around the ballpark.
I think it's a little outdated. I'm more of a Thundersticks guy.
And that's not outdated. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. The other component is you get less viewings of a specific pitcher. So your ability to go to school on one guy, you maybe get 2 looks at him and then he's gone.
Yeah, and I mean, these guys utilize the iPads and try to see previous footage of that pitcher, but it's just not the same as having an actual look.
0-2.
In the air, right field. And there's 1 away.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Thomas Sajazi. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
No
Bases
ball.
empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering is fouled back. Foul ball, still 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. One down, base is empty. That's a little bit low. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Nootbaar in the box again, takes a strike. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Squeezes it, and that is that. Back here at Wrigley Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Down the third baseman, Matt Shaw. Comebacker to the mound. Gets it to first.
He's out.
And one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Left fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
Here's the left fielder, Ian Happ. He's already homered in this game. Just missed. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Now the number 2 hitter, Kyle Tucker. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Calling it bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Ground ball right side. It squirts through. Happ on his way to third. The throw in. And he's safe.
He's safe.
So it's first and third with 1 down.
Now batting, right fielder,
Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. That one misses, and it's 1-0. Happ, the runner at third. Tucker over at first with 1 away. through. And this one could be extra bases. One run across. In safely with a double, his second of the day. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Number 49 done for the night, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third, so looking for some help there. Back in a minute. New pitcher for the Cardinals, Phil Maton, and he has some nasty breaking stuff. Second and third, one gone. And now, Pete Crow Armstrong. Pitch misses there. Ball one. Swing and a miss, strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Traffic on the bases with one already in. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Crow Armstrong checks his swing, appeal to third, and yes, he did. That's a swing, according to Earl Hendricks. Just a slow ground ball this time. Scores.
That's the ground attack right there. He can really run. So not only does he get himself the RBI, but he also gets the infield knock. And that's what you're looking to do in that spot. Put the ball in play.
Dansby Swanson stands in. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Runners are at the corners, one away. Strike two.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can, and let the result be whatever it's going to be.
Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. And now Carson Kelly.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Line to left. That's a base hit. Run scores. Throw in holds that trail runner at third base. They're at the corners with 2 away.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect.
And now it's going to be Michael Busch. And that one way outside. And that's ball one.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That one finds the zone. Now 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In to score is the runner from third. It's an RBI single, and the lead continues to grow.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
And here is Nico Horner. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Kelly over at second. Bush at first. 2 out of the inning. Line drive. Nootbaar makes the grab, and that is that. So 9 batters come to the plate. 4 of them score. 8th inning coming up. The Cubbies out in front, 17-2. Back here at the friendly confines. We're at the top of the 8th, and the batter now, Nolan Gorman. Shota back to work. Top of the zone for a called strike.
0-1.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down. Now up for St. Louis, Pedro Pajes. First offering, and it just misses. And a strike in there. The Cards with a lot of ground to make up, and we're in the top of the 8th. High in the air, out to right. Suzuki has a beat on it. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 down.
The center fielder, number 11.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for St. Louis, Victor Scott. He's grounded out a couple of times. Right through there for a strike. Oh, and 2 now as he swings through it.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Ground ball left side. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Well, fortunately, they've got a big lead on the scoreboard, so that error shouldn't hurt too much. But you have to be careful about losing concentration in a game like this. Can be an easy trap to fall into.
Back to the top of the order now. Now it's the DH, Brendan Donovan. And a foul ball. Two outs. And that one hammered. Crow Armstrong running hard to get it. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. The run scores all the way from first.
Now that is Mason.
Man at second here with 2 away. Mason Wynn will hit next. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And first offering is fouled off. Donovan stands at second with 2 gone. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 1-1. And a strike.
A 1-2 count. All he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Crow Armstrong should have it. He makes the grab, and that'll do it. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. The Cubs are on top 17-3. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. So up now for Chicago, Matt Shaw. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1. There's the strike. That clips the corner. And they'll do it again. Swings and misses, struck him out. Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. Former first-round pick out of the University of Cincinnati, grew up in Pittsburgh. Timeout asked for and given at the plate now. That's in for a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Fought off foul. And he chases that one. That K is his 3rd of the game. Kyle Tucker, the next Cub to hit.
No matter what, you're playing this kind of rival, take your game to another level.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Burleson going back, off the scoreboard and out of here. A mammoth blast to right. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they add a run. It's 18-3.
He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
And up next for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
2 strikes.
Stays alive. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Is this redemption for my soul? To explore.
We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Cade Horton.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Here's Contreras now. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Hit on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. That one is upstairs.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
And a 1-2. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. Did not go. And a swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Alec Burleson next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Next offering is fouled back.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And it's fouled away. One down, base is empty. Hit in the air, left field. Happ on his horse. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 2 down. Thomas Sajazi next up for the Cardinals. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. They're down to their final strike. One strike away. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Popped up. Swanson. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cubs take this one in a blowout.
Offensive explosion today for these players. They gave up a few runs, but they had more than enough firepower to turn this one into a blowout.
Well, this one ends in a blowout. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Cherry tree, I cherish you, yeah, you're so sweet to me.